You fought for Rome. You survived the bloodiest battle in its history. Hannibal captured you, and Rome had a chance to bring you home. They said no. The sun is setting over Cannae. The screaming has stopped. Not because the fighting was small, but because almost everyone is dead. Roman shields are shattered in the dust. Standards lie trampled. Bodies are stacked so tightly that some men suffocated before a blade even touched them. By the end of this day, in 216 BCE, between 50,000 and 70,000 Romans are dead. One of the worst defeats Rome will ever suffer. And somehow, you survived it. When Hannibal's army bent inward and closed around the Roman legions, there was no escape. The famous double envelopment. You were crushed from every side. Front, rear, left, right. There was nowhere to run. Some men fought until their arms failed. Some were trampled. Some waited for death. You were disarmed instead. Your helmet ripped away. Your sword taken. Your hands bound. You expect execution. It never comes. Hannibal does not kill every survivor. He counts them. Ancient sources, especially Polybius and Livy, estimate that between 10,000 and 15,000 Roman soldiers were captured alive after Cannae. You are one of them. But Hannibal does something calculated. He separates the prisoners. Rome's Italian allies, many are released without ransom. He wants them to return home and turn against Rome. But Roman citizens, you are kept. You are leverage. Weeks later, Hannibal sends envoys to Rome. He offers terms. The prisoners can be ransomed. This is normal in the ancient world. Captured soldiers are often exchanged for money. It is practical. It is expected. Now the decision belongs to the Roman Senate. When news of Cannae reaches Rome, panic spreads. Entire legions are gone. A consul is dead. Tens of thousands of citizens wiped out in a single day. Then comes Hannibal's offer. Pay, and your soldiers return home. The Senate debates, and then they refuse. Completely. No ransom, no negotiation, no exceptions. Why? Because Rome fears something worse than death. Weakness. If Rome pays ransom, soldiers might surrender in future battles instead of fighting to the end. The Republic is built on discipline, endurance, sacrifice, obedience. To ransom prisoners could encourage surrender. So Rome chooses principle over mercy. The state will not pay. Families are forbidden from raising public funds to redeem you. The message is clear. Rome will not negotiate with Hannibal. You learn this months later. There will be no rescue. Hannibal kept you alive because you were valuable. Now you are simply a burden. Life in captivity begins. Ancient sources do not describe mass execution of the Cannae prisoners. The slaughter happened on the battlefield. The survivors are likely transported to Carthaginian-controlled territory in southern Italy. Some may be used as labor, some guarded in camps, some die slowly from hardship and disease, but you remain alive. Years pass. The war does not end. Hannibal marches across Italy. Rome raises new armies. You hear rumors. Rome is still fighting, still recruiting, still refusing to surrender, and still refusing to ransom you. This is the real brutality of the story. Not torture, not spectacle, abandonment. You fought under the Roman eagle. You believed citizenship meant protection. You believed the Republic would value your sacrifice. Instead, it valued discipline more. The Second Punic War drags on for 17 years. Eventually, Rome changes strategy. A young commander, Scipio, carries the war into North Africa. In 202 BCE, at the Battle of Zama, Hannibal is finally defeated. Carthage sues for peace. Only after the war ends, are surviving Roman prisoners from earlier defeats recovered. By then, Many are dead. Those who return come back older, hardened, changed. They survived Cannae. They survived captivity. But they also survived something else: being left behind. There is no evidence that Hannibal systematically executed the 10,000 prisoners after Cannae. He treated them as strategic assets. The harshest decision came from Rome. Rome chose honor over mercy, discipline over compassion, doctrine over the lives of captured men. You marched into Cannae believing Rome was invincible. You survived the worst defeat in its history, and when Rome had the chance to bring you home, it said no.